Martha, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. And thanks for having me.
Well, you've just been named the director of the Larchmont Mamaroneck Center for Continuing Education, although you've been with them for a while now, haven't you?
Yes, yes. I've been with the center for 2 years, and now being the director, I was the assistant director and then worked for them prior. And I've been in the community for over 20 years, so I was a student at many of their classes throughout the years as well.
And being a local, you know what people are interested in around here and what the hot topics are and the issues and things like that. So I imagine that could help you in your job.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think being here so long, and my husband actually grew up here as well, so we've been in the community a long time. You know, a lot of friends and neighbors have come and gone and are around still, so I feel like I've allowed myself to stay on the pulse of what's happening in the community and what the community is interested in and what would be of interest to the community.
And also you've been a longtime volunteer with several organizations, and I think you're the administrator of is it the Mamaroneck Schools Foundation?
I actually did that for 7 years and just gave it up to do this job full time. So I was working in both places for a long time. Yes, and the Schools Foundation, another wonderful organization. I was also involved with PTAs and the many other organizations along the way.
And the center is enrolling in courses now. People can sign up.
Yes, yes, we have our winter session. Our fall session is just ending, and our winter session begins in January 4th and runs through February 20th. And it's a shortened session, a 6-week session, and our spring session begins March 3rd.
So I know that COVID has knocked the schools for a loop and other organizations, and I imagine it's had an impact on the center's classes. So no more in-person classes, is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah, all of our classes are via Zoom, which has been a transition for both teachers many of whom have never taught from Zoom, and our students, many of whom had never used Zoom prior to spring of this year. But we found that we've been able to transition many of our classes to Zoom very positively, and it's a way to keep our neighbors and friends connected during this time when we're all at home.
So what are the eternally popular classes, and what are some of the hot new ones that you've got offered?
Our eternally popular classes we always offer language classes, which are always popular. Discussion classes are always great. We have a wonderful teacher named Leslie Blank who has quite a following with our students. She's terrific. She does discussion, current events, and short story classes. We also have film classes and a documentary class. All are running in winter virtually. We also in winter have a special event. We often have special events, author events. We have a special event with Art Bell, who was one of the founders of Comedy Central, and he just wrote a book. I actually have a prop. This is the book he's going to be talking about. It's called Constant Comedy, and it's his memoir about how he worked to start Comedy Central, and that's going to be moderated by Ron Nobles, who many know. He's a teacher in the Mamaroneck School District, and he is also a stand-up comedian. So I think that'll offer us some levity in the month of January when we probably need it.
Oh boy, absolutely, I'm sure. The center was always known for having trips, bus trips into New York City, to the museums, into art shows. How have you managed to transition those?
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't do that. But in the meantime, we have a lot of virtual tours that we've been offering and art appreciation, all of which have been really well received. In the fall, we did a virtual tour of Grand Central Station. And in winter, we're doing one of the Empire State Building and also of Gilded Age mansions on the Museum Mile. So you can't get out of the house, but you can learn about these things and get a virtual tour and hopefully tour them once we can all get outside.
Where's the catalog available for people to see what's being offered this spring?
Our catalog is offered on our website at LMCCE.org. And we have a full listing of all of our courses for winter, and at the end of January, we'll have a full listing of our courses for spring as well.
And the language courses that you're offering, are they foreign language, or is this English for new residents?
We have foreign language. For winter, we have foreign language. So we have Italian, German, Spanish, and French. We do plan to offer in the spring some ESL courses, hopefully, so that we can offer that to people who are,
Right.
and want conversational English.
Right. And those will be offered in the spring?
Yes.
Okay. I got a letter from the center the other day reminding me that donations are always welcome, especially before the end of the year when it's a tax deductible event. Why is that? It's not, the classes don't sustain the center?
We are the center, we've been around for 100 years. We work within the school, but we are not part of the Mamaroneck School District. So we get no funding through the district in any way. So all of our funding is self-sustained through our classes and through donations and sponsorships and special events throughout the year. So that's how we raise our money to keep our classes affordable. And we also offer scholarships for our after-school programs and college prep programs. So donations to the center also allow us to keep those scholarship programs running as well.
Do you have a breakdown of adults versus young people who take your classes?
We have, I would say, about 80 to 85% are adults, and then 15% are after-school programs. We're trying to develop more after-school programs for the community, particularly for college prep type courses to make it affordable for students within our community. But most of our classes are adult classes, both daytime and evening.
So for people who are watching who've never taken a class, why take a class?
Well, I think it's a great way to stay intellectually engaged. It's a great way to stay socially connected with our community. It's fun to take a class with your neighbors, particularly during this time when you can't get outside and do all the normal things that you would do. So I think it's a great way to stay connected and engaged and part of the community.
And to learn a new language.
Yeah, and learn something along the way.
Well, that's always healthy. Anything else you want to say about the Center for Continuing Education or your vision?
I'm excited about being here. I'm looking forward to continuing with our old programs and starting some new ones. We welcome any suggestions from the community about topics that might be of interest to them or ideas they have for classes. Please reach out. My email's on the center website, and I'd love to hear from the community with any ideas they might have for classes.
Well, thank you so much, Martha Sundin, and congratulations again. I've been talking with Martha Sundin, who is the new director of the Center for Continuing Education in Larchmont and Mamaroneck. And if you want to know about classes, go online to lmcce.org and find out. Martha, thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thanks so much.